Do you think I'm sexy?
Yes, I do.
Really?
You have a very boyish sexiness.
I have a boyish sexiness. That's
You can
good.
get away with murder. Well, you can.
I
You
can
say
get a couple of
things.
women who won't verify that.
It varies.
Because I want to be there.
Oh, I was wondering why you were asking that.
Nice slow jog. Be nice.
All right, animals. Come on, this isn't a bawdy show. A little decent respect for guests, huh, you baby?
4 times. 4 different decades. And every single time, Johnny Carson completely lost control of himself. This is what happened when Ann-Margret walked into his studio. It was 1972. Ann-Margret had just received an Academy Award nomination, and she was the most talked about woman in America. The moment she stepped through that curtain, Johnny's whole energy changed. Johnny couldn't help himself, and she knew exactly how to handle it.
I didn't see you before the show. They told me you looked gorgeous, and they're right.
Oh, thank you.
You
I had
do?
a lot of help. George Masters did me.
Really? You don't really normally need much makeup and stuff, do you?
Oh, you should see me in the morning.
Okay. I'm so easy, anything you say. Certainly, I'll be there about 7. You know.
But Johnny wasn't just charmed. He was genuinely curious about her. Behind the glamour was a story most people never knew.
I did a string of bad movies. And then finally they just considered me a joke. And I finally went to Italy to do 2 or 3 films because they considered me an actress. But it's so much more fun. I love, doing films over there, but it's so much more fun to be home.
The exception.
And then the whole interview shifted into something else entirely.
I'm very, very flattered. I think any woman would be, if she's honest with herself. Just, don't you enjoy being called sexy? Don't you enjoy when a woman calls you sexy?
Yeah. Kind of like
Really?
it. Do you think I'm sexy?
Yes, I do.
And when it was time to say goodbye, neither of them was quite ready.
You don't have to stay all night. I mean, just a little while.
Well, explain what you mean by all night. You mean till the end of the show.
Well, of course I meant that she doesn't have to stay until the end of the show. I didn't mean all night here physically in the building. Oh. But you can if you want to. I mean, it's nice here. We got nice carpets on the floor and refrigerators. What? All of those things.
If this is taking you back, hit subscribe. There's a new moment waiting every single week. 3 years later, she came back, and if Johnny thought he was more prepared this time, he was wrong. If anything, she'd only gotten more magnetic. And the moment Ann-Margret appeared, the room felt it immediately. He took her back to the beginning.
You remember the first time we met and worked together? I do. I don't know if you remember it or not.
The inauguration.
Absolutely.
Yes,
It was
for
the
President
inauguration
Johnson.
of President Johnson.
Yes.
Down there, I guess, at the Armory that night, and you did a recitation or something. You read something, I remember.
I was one of the MCs. There were 4 MCs.
Right.
Yeah.
How long ago was that?
That was
Would be?
1964, I think. 65.
Was that 1960?
Her story was deeper than anyone expected.
When you first came here?
I was about 7 or 8 years old when I came here, and I didn't speak a word of English.
Now, I find that very difficult to
And
believe.
neither did my mother.
I find that very difficult to believe. You spoke no English at all?
No, I just had to watch and learn. And I used to win
But you don't have
spelling
an
bee.
accent.
And then she went even further back.
Well, my father had been here before, and then he came back to Sweden and met my mother, and I came along. And then he left when I was 1 year old.
Right.
And I did not see him again until I was about 7. In fact, my mother had to point him out because I didn't know. When we arrived on the boat on the Grips home in New York, she had to say, "That's your daddy."
She was completely honest. And Johnny, being Johnny, couldn't resist.
You still say that they get depressed.
Well, doesn't everyone? But we just keep it all inside. I get mad once a year, and then I start throwing things.
Do you?
Violent, yeah.
That's good. You're supposed to do things like that to get it out.
I wish I
Break
could
things
do it
is
more
very
often,
good.
yeah.
Breaking things. She didn't just come back, she took over. By 1977, they had a history. Johnny had interviewed her twice before. He knew what was coming. And yet, it still happened. 5 years in, and the respect was written all over his face.
I absolutely love my work.
Yeah, you sing and you dance and you change costumes and the production alone is...
She talks.
No, what I mean is, a lot of us who come out, we stand there, you know. We got it pretty easy. I wear the dinner jacket, and I never change costumes or anything.
But you're a boy.
Thank you.
Then he said it. The thing you don't expect from Johnny Carson.
It varies.
Because I want to be there.
Oh, I was wondering why you were asking that.
Nice, slow jog. Be nice. Oh, come on, I shouldn't. I don't know why I do things like that.
Oh, dear.
Why do I say things like that? I'm a caution. Huh? Because I meant it. That's why I said things like that.
Then Johnny threw her something unexpected, and she ran with it.
I'm a student of 18th century English accents. Ah, the old 18th century English accents.
Yes.
How did they talk?
Let's see if I can remember a line from...
Just pretend you're in the 18th century and...
Okay, well, I would have to have the white makeup on, the powder wigs and everything.
What she said next had the whole room going.
Now, in the 18th century... in the 18th century...
That's a fine old English name.
Booby was a very common surname.
Booby was a common name in
And
the 18th...
She wasn't just beautiful, she was genuinely gifted.
Beauty? Might be coming in a clergyman to trouble about beauty. A country wench of beauty? Fit for nothing but to stock your parish with beauties.
I like that.
It was clear that Johnny didn't want it to end.
7
Yeah.
years ago.
Which is kind of nice, in other words, to start out, because a lot of people who make it don't go anywhere. But your career turned around the other way and then went on up.
I'm very thankful.
Yeah.
I really am.
Hey, thank you for coming tonight, really. I know you got something to go to. Would you come back and
I would.
see us anytime?
I would.
Like maybe later tonight. No, I mean just whenever.
That was 1977. She'd be back. 7 years later, nothing had changed. "12 years after their first meeting, Johnny Carson still couldn't control himself around Ann-Margret. When she walked in, the reaction said it all. He quieted the room, but he couldn't quiet himself.
All right, animals. Come on, this isn't a bawdy show. A little decent respect for a guest, huh, you baby? Did you expect that? Isn't that nice to hear?
That's lovely.
Did you ever get tired of the whistles and that kind of reaction?
Do you?
Well, I don't look like you do.
Did you get a lot of reaction when you come out?
Ann-Margret had this rare magnetic energy that Johnny couldn't resist.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. You're getting it as because of the way you're looking as a woman and because of your talent. You are a fine figure. You're a fine figure of a woman. You know, Swedish girls, and you're Swedish, right?
I know. You're having a rough time tonight.
Yes. Well, you make me nervous.
She wasn't even trying.
Where are those presents
Never mind
that you
that.
supposedly sent
Never
me?
mind.
I never received
I know nobody did, and it just was one of those silly items in a paper that I had allegedly.
Johnny aftershave
Some
or
cologne, yes.
And he said, give this to
I
Roger.
did.
And I did. And that was the only thing that I recall
Thank you.
you giving me.
Well, that certainly
To
cleared
him.
that up.
And neither of them could hide it anymore.
She got up on the stage, and you were in the audience. And what did she say? You must remember. It was one of the high moments of the Emmy.
I don't know. It was like a dream. And
Yeah, she singled you out of all the people and said something about, paid you a wonderful compliment, which she had to do, obviously, for Who Will Love My Children, which she did.
Well, thank you.
And you were very moved.
Look at that audience. Every single person felt it.
Humorty dog?
Humorty dog.
Humorty dog.
Oh, jag mår bara bra, tack.
Right. What does that mean? What did I say? Does that mean how are you?
Well, it's how do you feel today?
How do you feel today? Humorty
dog.
Humorty dog.
Jaha.
That's not, yeah.
Used to be a little.
Yeah. Swedish girls always look...
12 years, and not one thing had changed.
Is that the outdoor living? Is it the fresh air? Is it the... I mean, what gives you that healthy look that... Isn't it true? You look at Swedish girls, they have a...
And right to the very end, he didn't want to let her go.
You're the image of health. I suppose it's the fjords.
No, that's Norway.
12 years, 4 different nights, 4 completely different conversations. And every single time, Johnny Carson lost his cool around Ann-Margret. Some people just have that effect, and she never even had to try.